Bonjour everyone! Welcome back to my channel The World of French by Shikha, where learning is easy as well as fun. So in French language, gender of the noun plays a very important role. And for knowing the gender of the noun, we need to follow some tips as well. So in today's video, I am going to tell you some tips and tricks for knowing that whether the noun is femina or not. That means whether it belongs to the female category or not. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So let's get started. So in this video, I'm going to tell you that how to know that the noun is femina in French language. But before starting with that, let's just go through some points of the French language. That in French language, everything is divided into two categories. That is, one is the boy or the male category, and the second one is the girl or the female category. To boy category, we say it as masculin, and to girl category, we say it as feminin. Now, how to know that whether the noun is femina in French language? So for knowing that, we need to follow some tips and tricks. So those tips and tricks I will be teaching you in this video. But before telling you these tips, there is one important thing that I wanted to tell you, that these tips and tricks will be applicable to 80% of the words of the language, not to the 100% words. Then what about the rest 20%? The rest 20% are going to be the exceptions. That means these tips will not be applicable to those 20% words, and those 20% words we have to learn it by heart. Okay, so let's just start. So what are the tips for knowing that the noun is femina in French, or whether it belongs to the girl or female category? So the first tip says that if the word ends with E, it will come under the category of femina. So here we have to look out the spellings of the word in French language, not the English one. Let's see some example. For example, une gomme. Une gomme. Can you see? The word gomme is ending with E. So since this word is ending with E, it is femina. Une gomme, that is an eraser. Une pomme. Une pomme. This word is also ending with E. So it will be under the category of femina. Une pomme, that is an apple. The second tip is that if the word ends with tion, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une question. Please focus on the ending. Une question, that is a question. Une promotion, a promotion. This is also ending with tion. Tip number 3, that if the word ends with te, it will also come under the category of femina. For example, une activité, that is an activity. Une vérité, a truth. Tip number 4, that says that if the word ends with ILLE, so if the word is ending with ILLE, then also that noun will come under the category of femina. For example, une ville, a city. Une chenille, a caterpillar. Tip number 5, it says that if the word ends with eth, that is ETTE, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une recette, that's a recipe. Une bicyclette, that's a bicycle. Tip number 6, it says that if the word ends with ons, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une expérience, that's an experience. Une science, a science. Tip number 7, it says that if the word ends with ad, that is ADE, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une promenade, that's a walk. Une salade, that's a salad. Tip number 8. It says that if the word ends with L, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une poubelle, that's a dustbin. Une coupelle, that's a cup. Tip number 9. It says that if the word ends with A-I-N-E, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une semaine, that's a week. Une chaîne, that's a chain. Tip number 10. It says that if the word ends with S, E-S-S-E, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une adresse, that's an address. Une promesse, that's a promise. Tip number 11. It says that if the word ends with IE, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une pluie, that's a rain. Une série, that's a series. Tip number 12. It says that if the word ends with INE, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une tartine, that's a toast. Une copine, that's a girlfriend. Tip number 13. It says that if the word ends with SION, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une décision, that is a decision. Une passion, that is a passion. Tip number 14. So if the word ends with ISE, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une surprise, that's a surprise. Une cerise, that is a cherry. And the last tip, it says that if the word ends with URE, then also it will come under the category of femina. For example, une voiture, a car. Une signature, that is a signature. So basically the words which ends with E, TION, te, ILLE, et, ons, ard and L are femina in French language. Moreover, the words which end with S, AINE, IE, INE, SION, SE and URE are also femina in French language. So if you follow these tips, you can easily guess out that whether the noun is femina in French or no.
So that was all for today. I hope my tips and tricks are going to help you a lot in knowing the gender of the noun in French language, as this is very important in learning French. So till the time I post my next video, stay tuned to my channel and don't you forget to subscribe to my channel as well. And please do give your likes and your comments on my videos, because your appreciation means a lot to me. So till the time I post my next video, au revoir and à bientôt. And you know what does au revoir means? Au revoir means goodbye and à bientôt means see you soon.